See how this is going. Let me also test something else out. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, there. Boom, boom, boom. We have properties. Boom. Oh, it is working. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah. So there's the. Yeah, let me close it out. Okay. I don't know why it zoomed. What's up, people? Welcome, bout betters. Where, where's me? My YouTube. Oh, it's gotta be here. Boom. Boom. Oh, sorry, people. Okay, there's my phone. Get it a little smaller here. Well, that's odd. Yeah, that's where I wanted to sort of get to it. Get so bam. Why are we doing this way? But we're gonna go this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it doesn't. Oh, it wants to stay in a certain size. Okay, it's gonna work this way. Still a little too small there. That's odd. This size. This pixel size is awkward. Whoopsie. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, I'm still in the frame. So yeah, this is the Island Watch Company replacement strap. I was going to make a little short on it, and I did, and I got a lot of views, but I didn't write a review in it, right? And yeah, let me take the watch off here. Yeah, we could discuss UFC here in a second. Here we could discuss the card. Yeah, let me make my boom. I have to make the bone smaller is what I gotta do. Move that over, yeah. There we go. Daddy's better. Daddy's better. And then I can move myself a little over and get a little more screen property there. Boom, 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 boom. Budget cigars. Everyone's on that whole budget cigar kick again. And here's my thing with budget cigars. When you do find a good blend that is well priced or that you would consider a budget, which I would consider like most cigars in that 8 to 10 or even $11 range now, maybe like the yeah, 8 to $12 cigar. I think going below there, you're not really getting. It's harder to get a premium cigar. Um, Something that truly is of a higher quality that has had proper care and that is just made of the more premium tobacco, right? Because tobacco, just like wine and other things, are sold in lots, right? Like even your coffee or your tuna, your fish, they go to the market, or even your veggies, and the better shit goes to a different store for a little slightly higher price. And it's the same, I think, with cigars, and cigars even more so. Some other rules that they have for themselves. I mean, in terms of the companies with production. So, all right, it is working, and nobody is in the chat. I do look tired. I sound tired. Yeah, and it looks far better. All right, so there's nobody really to talk about the watch with, right? There is no point. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah. Man, the delay is crazy. Wow, the delay between what I see on screen and myself is just significant. So, do. Yeah, so this is the Island Watch Company's uh, replacement band for the SNKSZ or my SNK. This Seiko model. These are these 36 millimeter, um, real nice automatic watches. This one has that rhodium dial, right? So it's a pretty popular Seiko model. And here's another element, part of the strap that I didn't like. Ooh, right here, the clasp, that non-finished part right there, was not a fan of that. I might have the best lighting here, but we're just using natural lighting. But the clasp, this part of the clasp here, this steel part, well, right? So this steel part here is really nice, right? This section, this part right here, really nice. And then he sort of does a cheap thing with the cover and this piece here, same thing that almost Seiko does with their problem, like this piece here. And they have to make it in a softer metal. But the finish on with the two finishes there, is a mistake. They shouldn't have done that. It just doesn't look, it doesn't have a very nice, good look to it. This should have been polished as well. There's a section there that should have been polished that is not. But the main issue I have with this, even though it looks good, it isn't the best in terms. It's okay. It's holding. It holds. It is a little, you know, flimsy, and I think a lot of here. Let me grab another one of my Seiko's. I mean, Timex's version of their Jubilee bracelet. Yeah, it has a much better finish. That's why that's why this guy over there at Island Watch Company did not do his homework, right? Like there's side by side a Timex Jubilee with his Jubilee bracelet, replacement bracelet. I could get some better lighting here for this little display here, right? There, perfect lighting. Yeah, that's much better. So side by side, looking at these. Yeah, no, one person's watching Jubilee bracelets. Yeah, wow, it's night and day. I almost would almost want to return the one that I purchased, but it's just too much money. It's already too much of a problem. But this is Timex's version, and this Timex watch, this watch itself, I spent $79 for. So this watch with the Jubilee band was a better, even though it has this of course a different bezel, and this bezel here is plastic. Like that was something that really pissed me off, right? And it's easy hard to tell, but not cool, right? That this is a plastic bezel. That's something, that's why I rarely wear this watch, and I only wear it when I wear pink, which I do wear pink, but not as often. It's a good looking watch. It feels really nice. And a lot of it is because of this Jubilee bracelet. This bracelet is a much better finish. Here on this one, here's a big problem with the bracelet is you look at here, these little indices, these little places right here on the bracelet, they catch you. They snap, though there's a little bite on each side right here. So it creates like almost a file. This thing basically is a file. I would not wear this with a long sleeve shirt. It would fuck up your sleeves. The mendings on your sleeves. It'll end up destroying your shirts. So this is short sleeve only, and you're definitely not going to want to put this on anything soft like a woman's dress, right? Or anything, or skirt, or anything that is any other fabric that is not durable, like a denim, or yeah, it will fuck up leather. Like this thing was just will fuck up your clothes. Like this is basically an unusable piece of jewelry, right? You're going to use it in particular areas and things, but And oddly, it's sort of weird. I sort of like that feel. It's not good for your clothes. It's probably not good for your skin, but I don't mind exfoliating things on my am I watching this, seeing this correctly? I'm just talking here, and I'm not even looking in camera, right? Not looking in camera, not looking at what we're supposed to be looking at. So this one, it's hard to really tell the same different, but you don't feel those ridges. It's nice and smooth, right? It's nice and smooth right there along these ridges here. And I could probably just use something else, like a pen almost, to have talked about these. All right, and look how sloppy. That's the thing, is how sloppy the Island Watch Company one is. It's just see the little swiggles and this. It's just sloppy, right? But yeah, right here, these things here on you drink a little coffee here too. No one's here. Ooh, it's a little high. Like right here, these things catch. This row catches your skin. It has a slight rise. You can see it by me able to push it. I can't. I guess I could push the Timex one too, but not as easily. Whereas here, it has really like these those catch points. That point will fuck up your shirt. Here you can see it. See, no problem. You get through it. No problem. Here, I can feel it scratching. So that's a big issue with this bracelet replacement. So I'm not buying another one, and I probably will send my review, like if he doesn't watch this or whatever. I don't really give a shit. But he should listen to my advice, right? If you're gonna sell this to like watch enthusiasts, and they're gonna notice it. Like I noticed it. I didn't notice it immediately, but within the day, I didn't even wear it. I have yet to actually wear it clothes. No, I wear it here outside with t-shirt on. So I've worn it indoors. I've not worn it with any clothing, and I probably won't. That's what messes up this watch, because then it takes it away from me actually using it. And I was hoping that this band, rather than the leather ones, that this strap would have me use the watch more than not. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna pass, probably not use this watch that often because of that, because it could just damage clothing that I have and um other people's clothing. So I might use, or might wear the Timex one. I've not worn this Timex very much at all, and I gotta fix that pin right there. I put the pin in the wrong way, right? Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that, right? So I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, I'm just disappointed, and I wonder if the guy from Island Watch Company, if he actually really looked at these, like when, or even noticed that. He had to have noticed it, or maybe when he got his sample, like you get a sample like from Asia, or from wherever you're sourcing your product from, and the sample, you're like, okay, yes, this is the way we're going to go, and it's different than what you got when it came back from production. They changed something and fucked your shit up. So that's the band discussion for today. So if anybody wants to revisit that, we can later. Right, let me get the phone, boom, get the phone off, get the Mac, get me a little smaller again so I can get more, whoa, get more. Oh, it's all right. That's what I needed to do. Yeah, get more of me in there. Me. Whoa, there's a BW right there, but it's not being seen. Here's the other one. That one is. Do 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 do. Yeah, I placed a bet on this card already. and it is a simple parlay, right? And I didn't like the odds that each fighter had. I didn't really examine any of their props either, but I didn't like either. It should, so I should wear. Should I wear the watch that can damage everything? Sure, sure, we're gonna wear that. I'm gonna do some gardening later on. Shit, I got to do some guard. I got to do all this soon. If I'm gonna do this with my mom, or if I'm gonna do that gardening at all, I should be doing it now. And I was supposed to have. I was gonna have a cigar, but I could watch or have the TV. I could put the TV outside. Or there isn't much. I didn't put anything on um early on this card, right? I don't have anything. None of these guys like Oliveira and Dyer don't excite me. Rakshim um versus Al Saweedi. I mean, people want to see this Louis Sutherland versus Parasic fight. People are really on Louis over here. So people want to see that. I mean, of the fights, I'd want to see that. Let's look at Paramount and see what where I'm at time wise. Um, Still nobody in the chat, right? Yep, still nobody in the chat. Fucking YouTube, man. It is what it is. I think it also favors phone, right? You could have a camera or something, or use the phone, connect the phone to pass the computer through the phone rather than vice versa. Rather than using the phone there, as you see, as a camera, going through YouTube's or yeah, going through YouTube's platform and then using my camera rather than doing. They don't want me to use OBS, and I like using OBS because look at all the features. Like it lets me put this ESPN thing here. It lets me have these little graphic things, and I can put text. Have text and shit here. You know, that's a Joey cam. That's not a Joey cam, right? You know, I could do shit like that, like instantly. You can't do that on YouTube, right? You can't like customize it the way that. Oh, that's the other positive of the this band here is that shine, it pops, right? In the positive, it pops, and I think that's what more people are concerned about. Hey, will it have a little bling? Will it pop a little bit and get it noticed? Yes, it will. But the moment it starts to scratch people's clothing or whatever, it isn't. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But I'm gonna keep it. I also already removed the link, so I'm not gonna return something when I fucking removed the link. Yeah, and I didn't notice that finish until like I was already like removing the link, and I was like, oh, this feels weird, you know. And I thought it was just like a sort of small, one or two pieces of it or something that I did, and obviously it isn't. It's every single one of these. Every single one will fucking bite the living shit out of you. They're not flush, right? They don't sit flush, so they'll bite the fucking shit out of any clothes you put over here. Silk shirt, silk dress. You put this thing on a dress, you go, shh, you're gonna tear. It'll tear. It'll literally tear the dress or someone's shirt. It for sure will. Like I could feel it. You want to scratch my skin? Like right here. Look at that. You can't. Yeah, you almost can see it. You could feel it. It's very very abrasive. It's abrasive to the point to a fault. Ugh. Abrasive to a fault for sure. Yeah, so I could do that little bit of gardening, and uh, I do have the time. Let's see. Oh no, that's what I was checking. My bad, people. My bad. Uh, do. I don't, who decided to have like these comedians as like the face of like DraftKings or even gambling. It's not what I think of, or even athletes to an extent. I'd rather have like I like that they had like Woody Harrelson and this other and his buddy in one of them. Uh, or actors are good, or just have us. Like they didn't need draft. They did used to sponsor a bunch of media influencers and still do, just not me. Yeah, so I did do a little two pick parlay, and it's pretty basic. I think you could get. I mean, Lerone Murphy. I wish was a bigger dog, and I would jump on him. If they gave me Lerone Murphy at like at 4-1 money, I'd jump all. I'd throw 100 on it just to fucking. He does got a good chance, man. Not just a puncher's chance, but um, if he gets up, if Evil cannot just hold him down, and because Evil that's not all he does, right? He will crotch sniff you, but he's very active when he's down there. And you have to defend yourself so much, and it's hard. And he's hard. He has a hard time keeping people down. He'll keep you down, but he has a hard time of it, right? Oh, Evil Love. I like Lerone Murphy, man. That dude's got that one punch, fucking death touch. He could tap you with a fucking jab, like an undercut, little slight undercut, half a punch, and there's enough. Laurent has enough on it to fucking knock your ass out, man. Um, and man, that'd be so messed up for Evelev. That'd be so unfair. Like you don't get it. You get passed. You lose. You get passed for a championship fight that you should have gotten years ago. Oh man, that's what it is, people. It's just the way mixed martial arts is and stuff like that. So yeah, there's some plays here, right? Like Michael Venom Page. Let's look at Michael Venom Page and the Sam Patterson fight. Let me look at that, because that's one fight that I have in my parlay. That's the first leg of my parlay. Is Michael Venom Page to defeat oh man, I almost want to bet the lead say too, but Christian Leroy Duncan, same thing, one punch power. Patterson's from England too. Michael Page has got the experience, more fight time, bigger height. Ironically or strangely enough, the same reach. So this guy Patterson's really well built. Um, Lands more strikes, Patterson, which is very interesting, but he's not as accurate. Look at the Michael Bennett Page 60% striking accuracy. 60%, insane, and doesn't absorb very much. He absorbs only less than 2 strikes per minute. That's insane. This other dude Patterson, four, double, and no striking defense. Like Michael Bennett Page striking defense 57%. Patterson's is 49%. Really, really, really bad. So let me, we're going to continue this discussion, but I got to make some coffee. I ran out of coffee here, even though nobody's here. And then maybe I could leave you with some YouTube music that they don't get me for the copyright. Does it matter if I'm on copyright? Or maybe you could watch some snowboarding with Trailer Tom or Afro Man, right? You guys want to listen to some Afro Man? Yeah, it's winding down. What do you think, people? What can I play? Um, oh, and then it plays the commercials though. Come on, play some epic battle. New shirt, people. What's good in life? You know, it's good in life. It's good when you you go through your drawers and there's like new shit in there. You know, I should have bought more of these. I should have bought more of these shirts. Bought them on sale, or was it on sale? Yeah, it was on sale. Sale for the normal price because you go to Marshalls, that's what it is now. 13 bucks. $16 t-shirt. These are really, really good at the beach. And I get to the point where once it gets dirty, I can just throw it away and I don't give a shit. Just use it for like a summer.
Sharing what you love. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can
Still waiting on my coffee. So you would listen to the
cancer.
music. I don't know what it is, the rules with these things, but I ain't getting no money from I'm not monetized anyways. So it's just whether they give me a strike or take down the stream, which I don't think they will do. Coffee should be I don't smell it. So nobody here. I'm gonna go get some fresh coffee. I'm finished with my little project that I started. The coffee isn't ready yet. Coffee isn't ready yet. So, and nobody's in the chat. Nobody's watching. So, this is what you're gonna get. This is what you get. This is what you're gonna get. This is what you're gonna get. No dubstep piano.
You don't find yourself on a boat cruise by accident.
Coffee is ready to come up. Sounds like it's ready. Hey, somebody's finally jumped in the stream. And I got coffee, but I didn't finish my little project here. Oh, that's just a different song. Who's in? Who's in? Oh, these guys finally coming in. Finally. Oh, finally here. I can finally get my coffee. Here, let me do one thing. I have to finish something, guys. Housekeeping. You know, I'm not a 30-year-old man who still has his fucking ma come and clean his room, unfortunately. Actually, my mom used to clean my room. That's what I was. I had to shout at her to get the fuck out, mom. I'm cleaning my fucking room. When I was an adult. All right. Welcome, bow betters. Boo. How can you boo me? There was nobody here. There was nobody here to boo. You guys are finally here. You guys missed the product reviews. I did, I did all kinds of stuff already. Did a comparison of watches, right? Did the whole watch thing already. I was talking one leg of my parlay here, which was Michael Venom Page, and then I got distracted because I wanted some coffee. And I made some coffee, and I still should. Or at 10 o'clock. Ooh, we're getting close. I still have time. What I'm doing with later on with the garden, my mom, we should have time. Let's look at what well, well, the about better play this week is one of them is Michael Venom Page, and he's got these decision wins b- lately, but people forget that he's a finisher, and this guy gets hit hard. This guy gets hit a lot. His opponent today, this guy Sam Patterson gets hit quite a bit, right? And he's got four wins in a row though. He's not, but of nobody's, right? If you look at Sam Patterson's, you know, uh Trey Waters, what was Trey Waters? He had 9-2 with two wins in the UFC and then two losses. You know what I mean? Danny Barlow, 9-2 with 3 wins in the two previous losses. So not really the best of competition that Patterson has faced, right? And he's a finisher too, Patterson. He's got the sub abilities, and yeah, he's Han Lanise. He's got a rear naked choke, so he's dangerous with in both places. He loves his rear nakeds. But Michael Venom Page is so tough to take down, so hard to get down. To get to him, you're gonna take a couple, and he only needs one, right? Like if you could catch him, that's the key. That's what this guy did in not Strike Force, but in they don't show his record with the other organization that they just absorbed. Was it? What was the other organization? Come on, help me out here, guys. Um, they're with PFL now. They were absorbed by PFL, right? Bellator. They don't include his Bellator record, even in UFC stats, because it is UFC stats. I get it. If there was a more complete MMA, uh, more complete MMA site that had the complete data, I guess Fight Center or the other fight, not UFC stats, but the other website might have it. I always use UFC stats, but whatever. So did you guys leave, or it's just a delay? So there is a huge gap, like 2 minutes between what I say and then it getting to you. It's really bad delay, lag today. It's not lag, but it's just a delay. It's just the internet, Joey. It's not lag per se, but it is a big delay, and I understand that. So, but still, it doesn't mean that I can't participate or you can't say something and I won't address it. So you got to say something. So where is? Let me look at my windows here. Where is? Leave that there. Yeah, there it is. I don't need this right now. I can put that down. And let's just look at the Michael Venom page about like winning method. Michael Venom KO or decision -175. Wow. You just think about the money line. You know what I mean? Oh my god. To win exact method of victory. KO +105. That's not a bad one to take. Or it's submission +380. Michael Venom Page to win by KO or Sam Satterson to win by submission is -120. I like that. I like that. Where is it just by TKO? Yeah, +175. They don't think that Patterson's going to get that TKO. I mean, that Page is going to get that TKO at +175. They don't think he's going to get it. They think Patterson's going to hold in there. And lately, Page has not been finishing these guys, but he's fought like much better fighters than Patterson. But Austin Lane being a big underdog, giant underdog. Yeah, so -192 for Michael Venom Page. And what I did was pair him with this kid right here, Luke Riley. Right? Luke Riley fighting Michael Oswell. That's the parlay I made, and that parlay got me to +128 for both fighters. +128. And there's got to be a reason Luke Riley, undefeated, co-main event over Michael Venom Page. Dude, they're showcasing this kid, right? He could either flop on his face, but I'd rather bet that he doesn't flop at home, right? He's at home. I'm gonna bet that he doesn't blow his wad in the wrong direction, that he doesn't get overcome by the crowd, that actually it doesn't even need to help him. He just needs to perform, right? He just needs to perform normally and just get a victory. Doesn't need that finish, right? But there is a reason that this kid is going before Michael Venom Page, and I don't know what it is. Uh, um, I think Michael Venom Page should have been the co-main, as a star. They do such a bad job of just promoting things, but they're building other people, right? Like I think that they would have been better off to have like Chris Leroy Duncan and Roman Dolidze as the co-main event. So there is a reason that Luke Riley is going up against the Texas kid here, 12-0, like basically the same age. Man, Michael Oswald lands some strikes, dude. Neither of them have good striking defense. Luke Riley's got better accuracy, grappling. Neither of them grapple so well. I mean, they lost Almeida. He beat Almeida. Yeah, Riley's got no fucking Lucas Almeida knocked him out in a minute and 42 seconds. Yeah, I'm just yeah, I mean it's this new kid. He's got to be like got to be Cage Warriors champion or something like that, right? It's got to be. It's got to be Luke Riley. It's got to be Cage Warriors champion or something. They don't show it. I mean, he has got to win against Bogdan Grad, which is a mutual opponent of both guys, because also Junior lost to Bogdan Grad with a decision in Dana White Contender Series. So yeah, that's my play. The parlay. Uh, Luke Riley purely on clout, man. Purely on the juice. The UFC is positioning him there in a spot where they're giving him a chance to boost his career, and they're hoping to make money off this kid in England. They need a replacement for Aspinall. They need another young person, because they lost Pimla too, right? They need other people that they could bring to the show, and that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to replace both those guys, because both those guys, they're not really replaceable. They're really the still the top tier fighters, and the two top fighters that England has ever had, other than Michael Bisping, right? I mean, well, you know, two of the top three MMA fighters that England has ever produced, right there. So, or top five, I should say top five. I shouldn't put Pimlet totally in there yet, right? There are other fighters, including not his coach, but one of the English guys. He was in the Ultimate Fighter. He fought in the UFC for forever. The guy wore the hats. Good fighter. Pickett. Dan Pickett. Pickett was it was? Fucking badass guy. And there's some other ones that English guys that have been okay. So it can't. Ooh, hopefully this thing isn't hitting the TV there. But if it is, it's okay. It is. It's not really hitting it so bad, or it's causing any damage. And it's such an old TV, anyways. So once I get the new one, I'm just gonna be really plug and play into like the area here. But I'm not even gonna get a new one. What's the point? These guys come, they raid the channel, and then they leave. The fuck, you know? Do 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 do. Yeah, no one comes in. Well, I made the play, right? So we got an official play, so that's cool. We did what we accomplished to do. We did the Brian the Brains on Nathaniel Wood. he's got a tough fight, right? Nathaniel Wood, I mean, like Mason Jones, man. He's got a Yeah, this guy Lozene, man, that dude is fucking can strike, dude. That dude is fast. That's a tough fight for Nathaniel Wood. Nathaniel was just so slow, and if he can't control you, he is a sitting duck, right? I just don't think that he's versed enough anywhere. He's just not slick enough on the ground. He's not quick enough on the feet. And this guy Lozene here, let's go to there's a reason. There's a reason why Nathaniel Wood is a big underdog in this event, and he's not up there. I mean, yeah, he's plus 220 underdog, so that's a decent payout for him. Nathaniel Wood, I think I could respect that because this guy Lezene has probably doesn't have. Let's see here, Lezene here, yeah, Lezene Kita, yeah, 16-1. He's going to be taller. 3-inch reach advantage for Kita. Uh, he is the younger fighter, right? But this is first fucking yeah, man. That's in England. That's a fucking Nathaniel Wood. That might be. Let me see where Kita. I'm betting that he has a kickboxing background, of course, and being from Belgium, right? Mm. He was an Octagon MMA, was former two-time lightweight champion. Tapology, yeah, yeah, that's the other area. So let's look at his tapology. Yeah, but his what is Octagon? Is that in Poland? Damn, he's earned over $300,000. Wow, he's from Guinea, the Black Panther. He was the 10th ranked MMA fighter in the European region. He's also ranked number two in Europe sub regions. Wow. He's only ranked in regions where he has fought at least two times out of his last six MMA bouts. He is ranked at lightweight in each region since he fought at least once in the weight class his last two fights. So he's number five pro lightweight and number 10 pound per pound in Europe is what Tapology's got him at. And everybody has his all his 63% of his wins are by TKO, no submissions. All the rest of them are decisions. Um, They canceled Pitbull, but he's fought nobody. He's fought some, like just some European fucking butchers. Some guys maybe fighting in the war over there. So, but they say he's number 10. But Nathaniel Wood's at home. Brian the Brain. Brian might have, the brain might be onto something there. The brain might be onto something. The brain's pick, Nathaniel Wood. I was looking at that. I was looking at Nathaniel Wood. But this guy Lozene scared the shit out of me, and I'm still scared of him. You know, man, 10 fights in the UFC, and he was in Bellator, one win in Bellator. Coming off, dude, he beat Alex Casera, Daniel Pineda, like that Casera, Jose Delgado, all decisions. His last four fights, dude, that's a good dog. He lost the name off. I remember he was getting controlled himself in that fight, right? He beat Andre Fili. He beat Charles Jourdain and Charles Rosa. Oh yeah, we're throwing something on wood. I have to do it. He lost to Casey Kenny, but again, that was where he was out controlled. I think he could, Yeah, yeah, I agree, Brian. Yeah, I mean, Wood's gas tank isn't fantastic, but he'll grind. He'll grind for 3 rounds. He knows how to grind for 3 rounds. But does this other guy Losa first time fighting? I think the dogs are barking there. I might have to back you on that one. That might be the dog play, Brian the Brains dog play of the week and the dog play of this card. I mean, just quality of opponents alone, being in the big show and being in handling like Charles Jourdain could crack. Andre Fili will touch you a little bit too. Charles Rosa will pop your ass, and Casey Kenny definitely could too. So that Nathaniel Wood is taking punches, right? Guys that aren't like the strongest, most prolific finishers, but guys that can finish. You know, even Alex Caceres can finish. You know, I I just yeah, Jose Legato was 21-6. Morgan Sherry was 20-6. So he's fought these guys. Dan Pena 19-6, Feely 18-5, Nemov he lost. It was 19-5. Jourdain is 17-5. But guys that have like Rosa 16-5, but like these are like seasoned pros that Wood has lost to. Those are his main, that he's beat, and then his losses are like one of the best not fighters to not hold John Dodson. He lost to John Dodson by TKO back in the day. That was in 2020. That's how long for 6 years ago. Yeah, yeah. I think if there is a dog play, or if there's something else somebody else wants to throw out there, but because I don't want to get lost in the sauce of where's my gambling? Did I move from this from Chapology to okay? I did. So many screens. I have to uh, learn how to better manage my screens. So am I looking? Am I looking over here? Boom, boom. What the hell? Everything's all lost. Okay. Um. Oh, I don't know what that. Oh, how much do we throw on Nathaniel Wood? Come on. Come on. You want me to deposit? I know you do. I know you do. No, you do. I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, there it goes, finally. Wood's fighting a monster, but oh, plus 220. Starts in 4 hours. At least the Nathaniel Wood fight does. Plus 300 decision. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Ooh. So we placed the bet on Nathaniel Wood. Put a little, just a little 20 bucks. 20 bucks to still win you some money. So we got a little lunch money. A little lunch money going for some more lunch money. Here we go. One dog down. One dog down. One dog in. One dog in. Let's see if we could find another dog. Has anybody else got a dog out there that we should look at? Anybody else? Austin Lane getting that? What about our boy Sutherland? But he likes that guy, Sutherland. So, but where does it say? Oh, let me look right here. Where does it say the start time for the first event is 13:45, 1:15, 12:45, 12:15. 12:15. So I'm gonna be getting off of here to do that little bit of gardening just to get on out and get some fresh air and maybe even smoke a little cigar. Oh yeah, we gotta choose the cigar. We gotta choose a cigar. What? Let me grab the cigar box. Let me grab. Let's see what we can smoke. Let's see what we could smoke, people. Right. Let me connect the camera back up. Right. Again, let me connect the shucker. Do do do. Oh wow. Well, darn it. Man, I wanted to use this thing as a camera. Let me try to do it again over here in OBS. Do 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 do. I gotta go up here, right? No, that's for the. Well, come on, phone. It let me do that before. Why won't you do it now? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, cool. So we're gonna do the uh, cigar selection here. Oh, oh shit. Oh, oh, I should. Where's my? Oh god, I got the poopies. I have to cancel here. Definitely gonna have to poopy before. And then phone camera. Should get my tripod. All right, I should get my tripod. Oh. All right, so this is some of the stuff we got to smoke here. Let's see. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Ooh, you know some of these La Aurora torpedoes. How do those look? What do you think? Why does that camera look like that? Yeah, maybe it's better to hold it like this. Let's see. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. Which one of these are we to smoke? This one looks like it's the wrapper's a little broken there. Something happened with the wrapper. Have to be bad. I careful with that one. Mm. What's this one? Fuck. Tatuaje 2012. Some enclaves. And then I got some other ones from Pravada. I'm a little worried about that one. We had a lot of these all before, right? So nothing there that I want to get into. In fact, I want to get this guy away. Not really away, but man, that wrapper scares the shit out of me. Yeah, that wrapper there, this thing. Right there. Nah, maybe. Let me take a couple of these. Whoa. This one and this one out and get him some space. There we go. No, we had the enclaves. Was it an issue of space? Yeah, fucking around with them too much. Yeah. So none of those. I think this is what we're gonna smoke. That ooh, this one here. This we're gonna test this one out right here. That Espinosa cigars comfortably numb. That's what we're gonna smoke. Feels like it smells fantastic, but needed to get like these. I'm anxious to smoke those Rojas. Yeah, that's what we're gonna smoke. That comfortably numb. All right, so cigar choice made. Cigar choice is done. Right. Get the cigars out of here. Get them damaged. I gotta get a humidification unit. So yeah, we are done with the stream, guys. And it's time to do here, and I can do my outro music because you know why? Because we can. Oh, right. Let's see.